I think that, yeah, the next mission will introduce us to the Stag, and that's a pretty good mission too. Actually, any mission involving fighting the Stag is really, really fun, just because they tend to be really hectic and crazy and ridiculously over the top. And I think the one I want to take is Oleg's. So let's go ahead and... I actually want to collect my hourly cash too, so you see, like, we get our hourly income, and it's a little bit higher now, so that's nice.
Oleg, you think I can trust Viola de Winter?
I think she and her employer helped me.
Let's go ahead and take this car.
My DNA.
Guess you're holding a grudge.
I simply think one must question her motives.
Fair enough. Well, speak of the devil. Hey, hang on a moment, Oleg.
Looks like the information about the ship was useful.
Yep, it sure was.
That obvious?
Send me your location, I'll consider coming.
Well then, I'll be waiting for you.
Oleg, we have a meeting to get to.
Alrighty, so we're going to go meet with Viola and see exactly what her motives here are. Basically, she does want to join the Saints, and I mean, it's going to happen at the end of this mission, but she basically does join the Saints, so you know, that's cool. But more importantly, we are going to get introduced to the Stag. Basically, they're like a high-tech SWAT team that's been brought in by... I'm not sure who that woman is, because she's not the mayor of Steelport, but she's some kind of official there. So she's going to bring in Stag, and they are just going to demolish everything. And you're going to see exactly what kind of heat they're packing. They actually are probably the most annoying enemies in the game, because their weaponry is so advanced past normal weaponry. Like, if I'm to describe them, it's as though Halo got injected into Saints Row. So they're going to have all this futuristic high-tech weaponry, and we're just going to have regular guns. And they get to have really cool vehicles, like they get jet planes and really cool stuff like that. And, I mean, actually, it's not that they only get them. We get them eventually, too, because, of course, we're going to end up stealing a bunch of that stuff from them. But for the time being, it's exclusive to them, so it's going to be a pretty big threat to us overall. So I think we're almost there, so let's just go ahead and round this corner. And we are going to kick off the first encounter we're going to have with the Stag. Alrighty. Oh, that's a nice guitar. I would not mind owning that myself. Hey there, Viola. Just nonchalantly strolling through town.
You were a patron of the arts, Viola.
We never really had the chance to chat. What with you being a science experiment?
Ooh, sick burn. She got you there, man.
Wouldn't piss off the big guy.
Look, I'm not here to fight. We need to work together.
Right. Johnny's dead because of you.
Ooh.
Johnny's dead because he thought he could do everything on his own.
Ouch.
So what's in it for you?
I get to watch Killbane suffer.
Okay, fair enough. Wouldn't we all like that?
Very nice.
I am always gentleman.
Uh-oh, here we go. Damn, pulling up in huge Hummers with mounted machine guns, and
What is that?
they definitely mean business. Oleg, can't you just kind of punch one of those things out? Thought that was his whole deal, that he could just brute strength his way through everything. So when Oleg is running, you know shit's going down. Even he doesn't want a piece of that. And I mean, this is really their low end, too. This isn't even their best weaponry. You're going to see what their best weaponry is later. I mean, it gets really intense, and it just gets more and more insane as you go on, too. Like, those are their weakest soldiers, so... Oh, and there's the second in command, I guess you could say. So she's going to be a pretty big thorn in our butt this whole game. I'd say that overall, the thing about this game... And actually, now that I think about it, the same thing happened in Saints Row 2, where the real threat really wasn't the rival gangs. It ended up being the sort of, whatever the law enforcement was. So here we're just going to run through, because these guys are actually really annoying. They can do a hell of a lot of damage to you, so I'm just going to use the method of running through all the checkpoints and not really staying and fighting. Because, yeah, like you can see, they even have riot shields and stuff like that, so they're going to be hard to kill, and they're going to be doing tons of damage, so, you know, best to just avoid the whole thing. Good going, Oleg. Way to be, man. Yep, they got jet planes. Just lovely. I think we actually fight one of those in this mission. And yep, you can see their kind of fighter boat out on the sea there. So they're just going to be sending wave after wave of soldier after us. It's like full-out war. And I love that the mission here is survive. I don't know any other point in the game where it actually says that. You don't actually have like a time limit or an objective or anything. You just have to live, which I think is just hilarious. And we actually have our rocket launcher from the last mission, so I'm going to go ahead and use that to try and bring down their all of their planes and stuff like that. And Oleg actually is pretty damn useful now that I take the time to stop and notice that. He's a really good ally to have on a lot of these missions because the brutes in this game just tear through absolutely everything. And Oleg's really hard to bring down. You're going to find that on almost any mission where you have him, he is going to be killing almost as many enemies as you are, so definitely good to have him along. Alright. These guys are far away though, so Oleg can't really do too much about them, unfortunately, because I don't think at any point he actually uses guns. I think he always just fights with his fists, but you know what? He still does a hell of a lot of damage with them, so I'm not complaining. And let's go ahead and... Ah, I didn't quite manage to take them out. Oh well. Whoa, something blew up over there. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's go ahead and shoot and see if we can take these guys out. Yup. Damn Skippy, we can. Uh-oh. And here's where things heat up. These fighter planes are going to definitely annoy you until you actually manage to get one of your own. Because not only are they jet planes, like that's bad enough already that they actually have something like that they can use against us, but the jet planes have lasers mounted on the bottoms of them, so yeah. Not the best thing in the world. Oh, here, I should show this off. The difference in their weapons, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, it doesn't really make me want to use the weapons, but basically there's no reload on the weapons, so what you do is shoot until the gun overheats, which is kind of cool. So you see that bar filling up, and when it's full, it's been overheated, and it has to cool down. But that way you don't have to reload necessarily, so, you know, it's a bit of a trade-off. Oh shoot, this jet is getting in our way. Let's go ahead and switch back to our rocket launcher. And if I can get a clear shot at this, because I don't want to miss. I only have one rocket left. Camera angle is being really weird there. Okay, good. And that basically brings down most of its health. Oh, that actually destroyed it. Okay, cool. But, you know, I mean, these guns, it kind of reminds me of Borderlands, the alien weaponry that you had. Oh, hey, Oleg, let me help you up there. We actually are going to need him up here in a second because he's critical to, well, not really a cutscene, but like a, yeah, right here, this is going to happen. Check this out. Oleg is a total badass right here. And he is just going to leap and smash the crap out of that fighter jet. So thank you for that, Oleg. But like I was saying, these guns kind of remind me of the alien weaponry in Borderlands, if you guys have played that game. How, well, in that game the ammo was infinite, but it's the same idea, that you just keep shooting without reloading, and the only thing that inhibits you is the need for a cooldown. So, alright, let's go ahead and escape to the headquarters, the Saints now. And again, we're going to use the tactic of just running past enemies as best as we can. These riot shielders will knock you down pretty damn quickly, so, you know, just try your best to avoid actual confrontation in this mission because people do a lot of damage here. It's really quite ridiculous. And is Viola here with us? We gotta wait for her to catch up, I guess. Come on, Viola, what are you doing? I think she was stuck on something in there. Are you in yet? Okay. That's the one thing I hate about having people you have to protect in this game, is that they tend to get hung up on walls and stuff like that, and so you may be thinking, oh hey, I can just drive off, but no, you actually have to wait around, make sure that people stick along with you, so... Oh, this is really annoying too, because you're driving in this little tiny police car, these big vehicles that get in your way actually knock you clean off the road, which is really a pain in the ass when you're trying to drive back and you're getting stopped every couple of seconds. Like that. If I hadn't dodged that, if I had actually collided with that thing, I would have come to just a complete halt. And I'm just going to try and avoid them. The worst of this mission is over at this point. It's all pretty much smooth sailing from here. Alrighty, and whoa, see that almost made me spin out. I was really lucky there.
Boss, you seeing this? I'm getting reports from the crew that these guys, they're all over.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Us they're after.
Who knows? We've been busy running for cover.
Thanks, Johnny. We'll be back soon.
So it looks like the STAG aren't playing favorites here, which I guess is both a blessing and a really bad thing. It means that they're going to be after all the gangs, so I guess we're not the only ones feeling the pressure. I'm sure that the Luchadors and the Deckers and the Morningstar, that, you know, they're all getting the same waves of attack that we're getting. And I just crashed and probably killed several of my own guys. That is really bad of me as a leader. Alrighty. And here's the leader of the STAG. Big old balding gray hair guy.
I'm here to answer your questions about the STAG.
He's got some pretty cool armor though.
One question, please. How long will STAG be occupying Steelport?
For as long as we want.
Occupation. We have the full support of Mayor Reynolds.
Mayor Reynolds, huh?
How will Stag impact
It's actually going to be important, although it seems like a minor detail, the fact that his name is Reynolds is actually important.
Safe again.
Sir, that's not what I asked.
Let me tell you about Jessica Parrish, a girl from Stillwater who ran away from
Oh, this
home
guy's such a smooth talker.
Jessica thought her life was pretty sweet until a gangbanger kidnapped her, threw her in the trunk of a car, and laughed as her boyfriend crushed her in a monster truck rally.
Whoops, I guess I forgot to mention that I did that.
How far?
Although to be fair, they did kill someone in my gang. It's not like she was completely innocent.
Thank you for your time.
But, wow, props to him for manipulating the story, getting people to rally behind him. This guy's a born politician, I guess. Alrighty, and now we have Viola as an official homie, so she's kind of merged in with the Saints. That doesn't mean that the Morningstar now works for us. In fact, they never really work for you at any point in the game. It's just that Viola herself is now part of our crew instead. So I guess you could say the Morningstar kind of falls under the umbrella reign of Killbane and Matt from the Deckers. Let's go ahead and start the next mission. I'd like to keep this because I'm on a roll here now. Convoy decoy, I think... Is that? No, that's not what I want to do. I want to do this one live with Killbane.